Hey, true believers, this is Dr. T, and welcome to my comic book and toy channel. My family, just a few days ago, got back from a 6-day trip to San Diego, where I'm from. We attended, 3 of the 6 of us attended the Sunday of San Diego Comic-Con, and I really didn't buy much. But there was an amazing toy shop, vintage toy shop, new and vintage, in La Mesa, a city just outside of San Diego, and they had some incredible vintage Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that I walked away with. I also have some recent pickups on the vintage TMNT Facebook group right here to show you just an incredible array of Ninja Turtle figures that I'm excited to add to the collection. And just as I'm looking behind me, even recently, I picked up a bunch more of these Toy Biz figures. Not some of these, but picked up this. I have a Forge over here that I just picked up, a Morph, a Bishop. Let's see what else I grabbed. I grabbed an Archangel with the gray wings. Yep, right there. Grabbed this Jim Lee Cyclops right here. Just some really great pickups. And if I adjust the camera, you look up there, you also see I grabbed a Magneto here, a Sinister here. All those I already had. But yeah, and a Brood. This Brood right here. So some really fun recent, like, vintagey pickups right there. I don't know if you consider the Toy Biz X-Men figures vintage or not, but you know, it's been over 30 years since those figures came out. I mean, if you go back to the Secret Wars Marvel figures from the early 80s, maybe from 84, maybe you consider those the vintage Marvel toys. But anyway, let's get into what we have. So first, from this toy shop, it's called Toy Addicts. ADDICTS. And so one of the bigger pickups that I got, not the cheapest TMNT figure, but it's this Chief Leo. And what was amazing about all their figures were that most of them were super minty. I mean, they had some vintage He-Man figures, a Prince Adam, a Skeletor, Triclops, all complete, and more than that, even Tila and Evelyn. I mean, really nice complete figures with the comic book. But I was not about to walk away spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars, so we just spent a little less than that. So yeah, this really nice Chief Leo, complete with the hatchet, the knife, and then also the spear and the bow. Really fantastic. So that's going to be really nice to add. There are the other 3 Ninja Turtles that go along with this. Again, they're a little pricier than the typical figures, and so I'm just going to have to get them a little bit at a time. But yeah, I can't wait to display that over in my really nice TMNT display shelves right over there. I'm still needing to do a room tour. I've been thinking about that for months, and it just hasn't happened. But yeah, I need to show you what I've been doing here in what we call Basement 2. Here is the Wacky Leo. I have the Wacky Mikey, Donnie, and Raphael. Donnie has a broken foot, so I do need to replace that. These are not super expensive. I think this one ran $15, and then there are the complete accessories, but that finishes out the Wacky Turtles for me. Probably won't pick up the Wacky Splinter, or I think there's a Wacky Shredder as well. I want the Mauser. You wind up the little mouse figure and it goes. I don't have one of those yet, but we're just slowly but surely adding to the TMNT collection. I've seen this so many times. This figure does not run super expensive, but it's always hard to find one where the condition is decent, and it's Tattoo. So this one, all the tattoos are on pretty securely. There's a little hair there. like, see, what's typical of tattoo, if you look right there, it kind of starts to peel off, and it's hard to find this figure without them peeling off. See, there's one there. So this figure came with the tattoo stickers on the card, and you could apply the stickers, which most kids were going to, or you were just going to leave them off and just have the body clean without the tattoos. And then there's a little bit of scuffing on the back, but this looked good enough to add. Again, not a super expensive figure. Like, this might have been, forget if this was 15 or 20, but the tattoos looked pretty good. It was not super scuffed up. See, there's a typical marking for these type of vintage figures that kids played with. And tattoo, oddly enough, only comes with one accessory in addition to the tattoos. So that's a really nice pickup. Yeah, that looks fantastic. Once it goes with the other ones, it's going to be really nice. And then the last one from Toy Addicts in La Mesa, California. This is the one of the Olympic figures, and it came with the card. Oh, the Chief Leo, that's right. Chief Leo came with the full card back, which is nice to have these, because again, these are a little more, these aren't super expensive, the full cards or the individual cutout here. But, you know, something like this might go for $4 or $5. This whole thing, same thing, $4, $5, $6. So it's nice that it came with the figure. And then this next one is Super Swimmin' Raph, that also came with his cutout card, and comes complete with the Olympic medal, the fins, and the other accessories. So we're going to add that to the sporty turtles. So really nice. And then again, they had an incredible selection. If I had walked away with every TMNT thing, it would have got quite pricey. And these are all figures, and in this case, little I don't know what these are called. What these sets are called. They're not vehicles, but like this is called the Uzi, and it comes, I don't know if that goes in there or not, but it's just like a cannon. You always want to check for these flags, all the stickers. So you have this wash hands after use sticker. This is one of the bad guy weapons. Yeah, I guess just a weapon, a TMNT weapon. And there's Raph right there on the sticker, so it's one of the bad guys using it. And then the stickers on the front, not a lot of scuffs on this, so it's really clean. And then it also comes with this card. So long, turtles, I love turtle soup. And then on the back here, you have that picture of Raph, and then there's their shirt. And they gave me this little card holder because I was afraid of this bending. But yeah, there's the Uzi. And then I'm going to forget. I even looked it up. I'm going to forget what this is called. This is like the what is it? I can't even remember. But yeah, it's like a toilet, of course. And so there you have like where the ooze goes down. Keep hands off. And then it comes with this little canister that you could put some ooze in if you wanted as a kid. But yeah, and then right here, that's the strap to hold the turtle in, while this dumps on them essentially. So that'll be a nice little display. And then the last one, and it also came with the fun instructions. This is the double barrel plunger gun. The double barrel plunger gun. This doesn't run too expensive, but there it is. I'll figure out what this just came up. It probably just goes right up here or something. Yeah, it's gonna go right there. But yeah, there's the double barrel plunger gun. Really nice to add to some of the turtle weapons. And yeah, those were the figures from Toy Addicts. And then while we were driving down from where we live, about an hour south of Salt Lake City, we were driving down, making our way the about 10 and a half hours of drive time. It takes us about 11 hours and 15 minutes to get all the way down to East County, San Diego, where we were staying with my family. And we stopped at 3 Targets in order to find the newly released Mutant module. And some of you might remember this if you grew up in the 80s and early 90s, but a very popular toy. So not vintage, but a re-release. And stopping by 3 Targets that had it listed as in stock, but we got lucky in... It was either Hesperia, the Target in Hesperia, California, or Victorville, whatever city the Target's in, and they had one in stock. It only has a tiny crunch there on the top. You can see it here, a tiny crunch, but that is the re-released Mutant module to go with the re-released Technodrome that I have. I just purchased the sewer playset on Amazon. I have the re-release of the toilet taxi and the pizza thrower. Anything that's been released. I do not have the blimp re-release from a few years ago, the turtle van, but that was just something that I'd been looking for, and all TMNT collectors, a lot of us have been looking for that, and it's just been released. And then I also got the box that the 2 came in. I only bought 1, but I asked if I could keep the box. So there's the Playmates TMNT Classic Mutant module box, which is fun. I'll probably end up just breaking that down and storing it for however long. All right, so now to the Facebook, not Facebook Marketplace, but the Vintage TMNT Facebook. I have some really nice things in here that I'm excited about. One to complete a particular part of the collection. This group continues to just come through. They posting things every day. I bet a number of you are on different Facebook groups where you know, whether it's the comics that you see get posted or the action figures that you're looking for. They have all sorts of groups for every conceivable thing that's collected. It's all there. Packing peanuts. Oh, I love packing peanuts. Ooh, that's right. I wasn't quite sure what was in this one, but there's the first one. Here's... Oh, nice. Is that a patch? I think they hooked me up with some sort of patch. I think that's everything. I only remember ordering 2 things from this seller. Give this seller a shout out if the name... Yeah, this is... Oh, I don't remember. Sorry, I don't remember who I bought this from, but it's someone who posts there regularly. I have 3 of the 4 turtles in the soft head because they had a hard plastic head and a soft head. So I have 3 of those. I have the soft head Shredder, the soft head Bebop, soft head Rocksteady. So all I have left is the soft head Raphael, and then this complete... Oh, I'm so excited about this. This complete soft head Shredder. The cape has just a little bit of markings right there, but soft head Shredder. And a lot of these figures, they got like really sticky. They had like a sticky, and that's actually a really nice Shredder head. Usually these have quite a bit of wear, but when I bought this, I asked the condition of it, like some better pictures, and he said no, it's quite minty. You just have some tiny little marks. You probably can't even see. There's a little tiny mark there, but hardly anything. And then you have this. Okay, so this sword, I'll have to check. This sword almost might be a Usagi Ujimbo sword and not a Shredder sword, because I believe the Shredder sword is the same as the Leonardo sword, which is straighter. but I'll have to check that. So that might not actually even be a Shredder sword. There's that. That's a very common figure that all the Turtles and Shredder have. Splinter might even have it. Then these two common Turtle figures, you can buy these for almost, $1 each on these Facebook groups. And then the Turtles, Splinter, Shredder, they all come with the stars, of course. And then, so there's the Shredder soft head. And then this is the one I think I'm most, apart from the Chief Leo, this is the one I think I'm most excited about to complete my... Look at this, like gave me some sort of... Oh my goodness. Yeah, got a little extra something in the package. We love extra stuff. This is a 1990 Turtles trading card. The Comics Come to Life. Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird card. That's fun. Didn't buy that. And then Turtle Sewer Toys. That's the company that the guy works from. And then this is Rappin'. Oh, I was gonna say, I saw one of these discs, and there's supposed to be two. I'm like, where is the other disc? It was just in the bag. And so Rappin' Mikey. What a great figure. I have the Punker Don. I have the, I forget what they're called, the Rock and Roll Leo, and I forget Raph. He has like the two sides, but he has like a, I think he has a guitar. And so Rappin' Mikey with this, it's not a keyboard, but it's like a boombox of some kind with the dials to turn up the volume and the different levels, and then like a nunchucks microphone. So this is the Rappin' Mikey to complete the Punker Rock music turtle set. That's really cool. I forget if I showed this too. There's the Shredder card that comes with the figure. It's hard to know if this is from the 1988 Shredder or if this is from one of the releases of Shredder in like 90, 91. They continuously release the main characters. But that is the Rappin' Mikey with all of the accessories. Nice. And then one more TMNT box. This is Kyle Meissner, who I've ordered from a number of times. I think this is, I do remember what this is. I don't think I have any figures in here, but I have some nice just TMNT collectibles to go with the figures that I have. I don't think I got any figures. Just these cards. Lots of backing cards of these different figures. So we have the Sewer Samurai backing card, unpunched at the top. I think most of these come unpunched. This is the Michelangelo storage shell backer. I only have one vintage figure on card, and it's really beat up. I don't collect these on card because they just too much. Portrait of Chrome Dome on card. I don't have the Mikey storage shell. That's the last storage shell turtle that I need. But I have all of these. Here is the tattoo backer on card. There's the Walmart price of $3.94 right there. And this is somebody showing their collection on the back of this. There was some kid circling the figures that they had, which is kind of fun to see that. It's like when you have the stamp or somebody signs their name inside the comic book or on the comic book. So you have a lower grade vintage book from like the 60s, 70s, and someone's written their name on it or inscribed something. That's what that is. So that's actually not too bad. And this doesn't cost hundreds of dollars. Each of these was like $2. Here's the Casey Jones backer, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. This is the 19 back. There's the Casey Jones. And see, sometimes the whole piece The whole piece rips off. Here is Zack the Neutrino. Really cool. I've had this figure for a while. Yeah, from 1991. There's the front art. This TMNT art is so good. The figures are so colorful. They pop so well. And underneath, in the case, again, I should just show you, in the cabinets that I have, or their bookshelves, their white bookshelves, I've placed lights. So as you walk by, the lights turn on, and the colors of these figures just pop. Here's the Rat King. Here's the 20 back. What was missing on the other one? I thought I counted it right, but this is the 20 back, maybe. The Casey Jones was also a... Oh no, the Casey Jones is missing the April. I was right. The Casey Jones is 19, and this one has the April. And then, yeah, there's the Rat King. Skateboard and Mike. Yeah, again, all these are here in Basement 2, part of the collection. Napoleon Bonafrog. I mean, some of you that don't collect these toys, that don't collect TMNT figures, this might be a blast from the past for some of you. You might be like, oh, I had that. Yeah, here's the 14 back, Baxter Stockman. You might be like, oh, I got that. I remember I got that for Christmas in 1989. Here is Scumbug. Yeah, Scumbug's in 1990. I don't have Scumbug complete. I'm missing these two short hoses. But other than that, I have Scumbug complete. Here is Portrait of Dawn, Undercover Turtle. But a lot of you had this. This was a figure that many people had. Yeah, KB Toys, Walmart, KB Toys, Kmart. That's where you bought the turtles. Here's the Usagi Ujimbo card back. Mike, the Sewer Surfer. Panda Khan. Ace Duck. Yeah, $3.49. Child World, Children's Palace is where that was. These were getting sold everywhere. Toys R Us galore. Genghis Frog. Muckman and Joe Eyeball. And then the last one, Fugitoid. The Sleek Servo Servant. Fugitoid. From a toy store called Bradley's. Who knows where that is? Do you know where that is? I don't know where that is. Didn't have a Bradley's where I grew up. But true believers, huge TMNT haul. Thanks for tuning in. Ninja Turtles for life.